today. It's been a hot sec. Every year I do Vipmas, and every year I'm like, I'm gonna do a video every single day. And every year I forget that the year prior, it didn't happen, and I got stressed, and I stopped uploading, and then I felt bad about myself. So here we are. This year, I don't feel bad about myself. I swear to God, every time I film in front of this thing, I feel like I'm ripping down all these pictures. So, today's video is about language learning. Welcome to the party. So at the beginning of this year, before any of us knew what was to come, I made a video. I'll put that up in the cards above. And I said a couple of things in that video. So I said that I wanted to learn 8 languages by the time I turned 25. I wanted to be a C1 in French. I want to do a weekly French journal entry, a A2 Spanish level, monthly Spanish journal entry, have a convo in ASL, and make a basic ASL video. So let's talk about it. The 8 languages by 25 thing. Who do I think I am? I need to settle down. The new goal is 5 languages by 25. Stay tuned later in the video. You'll be like learning what those 5 languages are. Very exciting. C1 in French and A2 in Spanish. I'll be frank, I don't know. I was going to take a CFR test, like an online one, a super fast one, but then I was like, especially in the last like 2 or 3 months, have really fallen off the wagon with language learning. I've just been doing like Duolingo, which at this point doesn't even really count. And I know that if I took a CFR thing right now, it would make me just sad because I feel like I've regressed. So I'm going to just completely scrap that idea and just think of this as like a maintenance year kind of deal. I kind of did do weekly French journal entries, and I kind of did do monthly Spanish journal entries, but only in the barest sense of the word. And I did not have a conversation in ASL, and I did make a ASL video, but it was literally 14 seconds long, and I only learned ASL to make the video. So I'm not going to say whether this language learning year was a success or a failure, because I think merely to survive this year has been a smashing success. And I did learn a lot. Here are my Duolingo statistics right here. I'm quite proud of them, actually. Like, I know it's Duolingo, but still. 2020 happened. It happened, and you know, it's done. But now I want to talk about 2021, because 2021 will be my first year potentially out of education. I'm going to be out of school for at least 9 months, and this will be my first time like not learning in a structured environment ever in my whole life. So I'm really hoping to get pretty far with this, I think. So obviously I want to maintain my like C2 level in English. I don't foresee any problem in that. But my goals for by the end of 2021, I want to be a C1 in French. I would like to be a B2 in Spanish. I would like to be a B2 in German. And this is the one that's coming out of nowhere, is I would like to be a 2-ish in Scottish Gaelic. I'll just tell you now. So I'm applying to grad school. I'm doing it. And the program that I really, really want to get into is in Scotland, in Glasgow. And obviously, like, they don't super speak Scottish Gaelic there, but it is an endangered language. And I've been interested in learning it for a couple years now, but I just haven't been able to like buckle down. And I started the Duolingo course the other day. The pronunciation is really interesting. Like, I thought German was different. Gaelic is weird, but it's actually really cool. So I'm hoping that's gonna be my fun language, I guess. I mean, they're all fun for me, but this is gonna be my like experimental, like fun little party time language. God, I'm such a nerd. So in order to attain those goals of the C1 in French, the B2 in Spanish, the B2 in German, and the A2 in Scottish Gaelic, I'm going to do the following things over the course of the year. I would like to read a French novel. I have Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince in French on my iPad. I think it's called Le Mail de Son in French, and that's probably not right, but it has Le Mail de Son in something. And so I'd like to read that, which will be a big test for me. My grammar, my vocabulary, in my opinion, for French is quite good, but my grammar, as it is in every other language, sucks. So we'll have to see how that goes. I would like to talk to someone in Spanish every week. I think I set this goal last year, but I didn't really do it. I don't think I was in a level where I could do it, but I feel like at this point I might be. And as I've mentioned before, I'll mention again, the love of my life, my best friend Crystal, is a fluent Spanish speaker, so I would love to text her in Spanish at least once a week. I think that could be really fun and cool, just exciting, yeah. I want to start following German people on Twitter. That's something that I did this year with Spanish and French that really helped me, because I was just seeing it day to day. I followed like Vice in Spanish and a bunch of like French people, and just seeing it on my feed every day and just like automatically translating it was very helpful for me. So I'm gonna look for some German people to follow. If you have any recommendations for people you think I should look at, please leave them down in the comments. I'd like to keep my Duolingo streak. Duolingo has its problems, but it's also a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful program. So I'm definitely gonna keep using it. Right now I'm at 566 days for my Duolingo streak. I'm not sure how the math works out, but I'd like to keep doing that because, you know, it's fun. I actually quite like it. It makes me feel accomplished. I'd also like to learn and cover a song in each of these 4 languages over the course of the year. I've divided the year into quarters, so every 3 months I'm going to be doing a cover. So from January to March, I'm going to be working on a French song. From April to June, I'll be doing Spanish. From July to September, I'll be doing German. And then from October to December, I'll be doing Gaelic. And obviously, I'll be studying all these languages all year long, but I'll be specifically working on covering a song in those languages in those respective months. Finally, Memrise. Memrise has been like my new place to go, especially with French and Spanish, because Duolingo's kind of like, especially for French for me, but the amount of like vocabulary that you get out of Memrise is spectacular. So right now, as we come to the end of the year, I'm on French level 6, Spanish level 3, and German level 1. And at the end of 2021, I'd like to be French level 8, Spanish level 5, and German level 3. So that's an increase of 2 levels for all of those languages. And Scottish Gaelic is unfortunately not offered on Memrise, but I will be doing some independent like work with that, looking at resources, probably buying more books than I need. So those are my language goals. Let me know how 2020 has impacted your language learning. I know that everyone has reacted very differently to all of this. And how have you felt that your learning has been impacted? Like, I honestly, for the first like half of lockdown, I felt like really made me buckle down on language learning, but it was 100% me trying to control something because we had no control over anything. And then in the second half, I feel like I really just gave up. Like, I just stopped doing my Memrise. I did like my Duolingo, but I was so begrudging about it. So yeah, it became much more a matter of like a day-to-day survival thing rather than like, I'd like to learn and improve. So I'm hoping that 2021, obviously, it's not like January 1st, everything's better, but I'd like to think that it will improve. And I know that like a new year's not like a new start, technically, like time's a construct, but I do feel like come January, I will feel reinvigorated for my language learning. And I'd like to make more videos about it in the new year. So, in addition to, if you have any German like Twitter accounts you recommend me following, or YouTubers, please do leave video ideas for language learning down in the comments, as well as telling me how your language learning year went. This is my favorite time of year, is like this time, because I love seeing everyone's resolution videos, their reading wrap-up videos, and I love seeing everyone's language learning goals for 2021, like the next year. my favorite part of everything. So I hope you all enjoyed. Sorry I've been missing, but I'm back and better than ever. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you very soon. Bye.